phone on the pillow, bright side up, just in case. Just in case you decide tonight is the night you wanna say something. Just in case the silence breaks. I've been sleeping like this for weeks now. One eye on the notifications, one eye on the dark. The phone, a small rectangle of hope beside my head in the dark. I know the message isn't coming. The rational part of me knows it very well. But rational and midnight are different countries, and I'm living in the one where hope still dwells, waiting for a message that I know isn't coming. Waiting for a message, because the alternative is accepting it's over, and I'm not quite there yet. So I keep the phone face up and tell myself just one more hour, waiting for a message that the silence already sent. I've done this before with other people. Learn that waiting with a lit screen is a kind of prayer to a version of events that isn't coming, but the one that makes you stay in the chair. I've thought about putting the phone in another room. I've thought about turning off the notifications for a night, but then I'd miss it if it came, and the missing, it felt worse than the waiting. So I leave the phone on the pillow, bright side up, just in case of a miracle. Just in case of you. I know the message isn't coming. The rational part of me knows it very well. But rational and midnight are different countries, and I'm living in the one where hope still dwells, waiting for a message that I know isn't coming. Waiting for a message, because the alternative is accepting it's over, and I'm not quite there yet. There'll come a night when I put the phone face down and sleep, when the waiting becomes something I can release without it feeling like giving up. Silence is just silence, and not a held breath, not a question. When the face down phone is peace, and not a small surrender. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there slowly, one bright side at night at a time. Still waiting, still bright side up. Just in case, just in case, still waiting. Started with one thought, now it's every thought, now it's everything. Now it's 3 a.m. Started with a memory of something small you said 3 months ago, half heard. Now I'm reconstructing the whole thing instead. Every word you said that week, every look, every tone, I've built a whole alternate theory of us from a sentence said by phone. And I know the spiral isn't rational. I know I'm adding meaning where there's none. But at 11 11 p.m. One thought is manageable, and by 2 a.m. it's everything we ever done. One thought, that's all it takes. One thought and then a spiral, and then it's morning and I don't know how I got here. One thought becomes the whole thing, becomes the case I'm building, becomes the verdicts, becomes the 3 a.m. One thought, that's all it takes. I've tried interrupting the spiral before it lands. I've tried the naming of the thought and letting go technique. I've tried getting up and making tea and writing it down and going back to sleep. Sometimes it works, mostly at 11. Sometimes the intervention catches it in time, but by 2 a.m. the thought has already moved in and made itself completely at home in my mind. So I let it run its course. Mostly I give it the floor until it's finished its speech, and somewhere around 4 a.m. it usually exhausts itself, and I fall asleep as it retreats. And I know the spiral isn't rational. I know I'm adding meaning where there's none, but at 11 p.m. one thought is manageable, and by 2 a.m. it's everything we ever done. One thought, that's all it takes. One thought and then the spiral, and then it's morning and I don't know how I got here. I'm starting to understand the spiral structure, the specific thoughts that unlock the next ones. If I can catch the second one, the third doesn't open. If I can stop the third, the whole thing runs. But the catching requires a presence of mind that 2 a.m. doesn't reliably supply. So for now I'm mostly surviving the spiral and mapping the route for the nights I can try. One thought, that's all it takes. Still just one thought, still enough. One thought. Still 3 Had a funny thing happen at work today. Instinct said, tell you, and then remembered. The number I've been calling for 3 years is not a call I'm allowed to make in December. So I told the story to the wall instead, and the wall did what you used to never do. It didn't laugh, it didn't add to it. It just sat there the way rooms do. And I realized somewhere in that silence how much space you took up in my daily life. Not just the big things, not just the feelings, but the running commentary, the ordinary twice. Who was I talking to before I met you? Before you were the first call and the last. Who was I sending all the small things to? Before you were the context for my whole day's cast. I've got full bars and no one to call. I've got stories with nowhere to go. Who was I talking to before I met you? I genuinely don't know anymore. I've tried calling other people with the small stuff. It feels like I'm speaking a different language now. They're kind about it, but I can tell they're waiting for the thing that makes the story matter somehow. You understood the references without explaining. You knew the names and the history and the stakes. Building that with someone takes forever, and I don't have the patience that rebuilding takes. Who was I talking to before I made for you were the context for my whole day's cast. Maybe the answer is I was talking to myself more. Maybe that's not the tragedy I think. Maybe silence has a function I forgot about. Maybe I was living on the private side of things. I'm gonna try it, sitting with the stories. Not every moment needs a destination. Maybe some things can just happen and be over without becoming someone else's narration. Without becoming someone else's, just mine. Just mine. I've written it out in my head 100 times. The conversation where you finally say the thing, where you sit down across from me with something real and hand me back what you took when you were leaving. I've imagined you thoughtful, I've imagined you broken, I've imagined you seeing exactly what you did. And every version ends the same way in my head, with me finally feeling like the wound can close and live. But the conversation stays imagined and the wound stays open in the meantime. And I have to decide what to do with the hurt that doesn't have a ribbon or a clean line. The apology I never got is a room I keep walking back into. The apology I never got is the unfinished sentence in everything I do. I don't need it to survive, I know I'll be fine. But God, it would have helped if you just given me that line. The apology I never got is the weight I'm learning to carry differently now. I asked a therapist once what you do when they don't. She said some people just aren't built for accountability. Said the closure I was looking for was mine to make, not something I could wait for them to give to me. I understood the words, but it took me longer to understand the thing the words were pointing at. That I could put the case down even without verdict, that the jury doesn't have to come back. The apology I never got is a room I keep walking back into. Writing my own ending to this, I'm deciding what it means on my own. You don't get to be the one who defines how this finishes. I'm taking that part back, it's mine to own. I'll forgive myself for waiting, I'll forgive myself for wanting what was fair. And I'm closing the door on the conversation that was never gonna happen anywhere. Closing the door on my own terms. Closing the door. Phone on the pillow, bright side up, just in case you decide tonight is the night you wanna say something. Just in case the silence breaks. I've been sleeping like this for weeks now, one eye on the notifications, one eye on the dark. The phone a small rectangle of hope beside my head in the dark. I know the message isn't coming, The rational part of me knows it very well, but rational and midnight are different countries, and I'm living in the one where hope still dwells, waiting for a message that I know isn't coming, waiting for a message, because the alternative is accepting it's over, and I'm not quite there yet. So I keep the phone face up and tell myself just one more hour, waiting for a message that the silence already sent. I've done this before with other people. Learned that waiting with the lit screen is a kind of prayer to a version of events that isn't coming. But the wanting makes you stay in the chair. I've thought about putting the phone in another room. I've thought about turning off the notifications for a night, but then I'd miss it if it came, and the missing it felt worse than the waiting. So I leave the phone on the pillow, right side up, just in case of a miracle, just in case of you. I know the message isn't coming. The rational part of me knows it very well, but rational and midnight are different countries, and I'm living in the one where hope still dwells, waiting for a message that I know isn't coming, waiting for a message, because the alternative is accepting it's over, and I'm not quite there yet. There will come a night when I put the phone face down and sleep, when the waiting becomes something I can't release, without a feeling like giving up, when the silence is just silence, and not a held breath, not a question, when the face down phone is peace, and not a small surrender. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there slowly, one bright-sided night at a time, still waiting, still bright side up, just in case, just in case, still waiting. The lights go off, the room grows still, and somewhere between tired and awake you find me again. I try to think of something else, I try to let the quiet win, but every silence has your shape, and every night lets you back in. It gets quiet and it gets loud, your name in my chest like a storm in a cloud. I don't call, I just lie here and wait for the quiet to come back, but it's always too late. Always too late. I've learned to leave the TV on so the room doesn't sound like you. I smile in the group chat. I show up, I reply. I do all the things I'm supposed to do. I'm very good at the outside. Nobody's asking anymore, which means they bought it, I guess. I've gotten so good at being fine that I'm starting to believe it less. I'm fine. I just keep saying it, I'm fine. Like if I say it enough, it becomes what's actually happening. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. The word's lost all its meaning now. I'm fine. I'm really not. I'm really not. I sleep okay-ish most nights. I eat, I exercise. I do the things the algorithm tells me is what healing looks like. I'm fine. I just keep saying it, I'm fine. Like if I say it enough, it becomes what's actually happening. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. The word's lost all its meaning now. I'm fine. I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm really not. Tell me I'm fine. Tell me I'm fine. You never gave me enough to leave on, but you always gave me just enough to stay. A message every few days, it felt like something. A warmth that showed up just before I walked away. I got good at reading minimal signals, turning a like into a declaration, a voice note into evidence of feelings, and maybe into a confirmed invitation. I know what you were doing, I knew at the time, but knowledge isn't the thing that makes you go. You were giving me just enough light to follow without ever letting me find the source, you know. You were leaving breadcrumbs through the dark, and I was following every single one. You leaving breadcrumbs through the dark, never arriving anywhere, just keeping me from done. I wasn't stupid, I was hopeful, there's a difference. I could see it clearly while I was still inside. You leaving breadcrumbs through the dark, and I kept choosing to follow every time. Follow every time. I told myself you were complicated, not careless. The depth required more decoding than the rest. I made a whole mythology around your distance, turned avoidance into mystery and called it depth. I think I needed to believe in the potential more than I needed someone present and real. I was in love with what this could be at maximum, not with what it actually was. If we're being real, you were leaving breadcrumbs through the dark, and I was following every single one. I'm done navigating with no destination. I'm done calling ambiguity interesting. I want someone who shows up without a hidden agenda, who's as present in the doing as in the promising. You can keep the breadcrumbs, I'm done with the trail. I'd rather be alone than be strung along. I'm done with the elegant uncertainty of you. I'd rather have something plain and true than something wrong. sent you something at 2:30. I won't tell you what it said, but you already know. I saw it sitting there in the morning light and felt the specific shame of midnight honesty exposed. I thought about deleting it before you read it, but the ticks were blue by then, the damage done. So I sat with the embarrassment of being human, of needing something and letting it be shown. There's something about the late hour that dissolves the careful architecture of not needing. At 2 a.m. the wall comes down completely, and all that's left is the honest person underneath. I only say the true things after midnight, when the filter's low and the feeling's high. I only say the true things after midnight, and then spend the morning asking myself why. But maybe midnight me is trying to tell me something about what I actually want beneath the daylight version. Maybe midnight me is less afraid of the answer. Maybe midnight is when I should be paying more attention. You replied the next morning, matter of fact, like you hadn't just received my 2 a.m. confession. You were kind about it, which was almost worse. Kindness as deflection is its own kind of rejection. I said something like, sorry for the late message. You said something like, no worries, and moved on. And we spent the next week building back the distance from the honesty of what I'd said at 1. I only say the true things after midnight, when the filter's low and the feeling's high. I don't wanna only be brave when I'm half asleep. I wanna be that honest in the daylight too. I wanna stop saving the real things for the dark hours and say them when it actually matters, looking at you. So here I am, it's 2 in the afternoon, and I'm telling you with full awareness what I mean, that I liked you and I meant it, and I'm fine that you didn't. And saying it out loud is the most honest I've been. Most honest I've been. In the afternoon, sober and clear and fine. I took myself out to dinner on a Friday, sat at the table with a book and a glass of wine. Felt conspicuous for the first 5 minutes, and then the strangest thing, I felt completely fine. I ordered what I wanted with no negotiation. I stayed as long as I felt like staying. I had the whole meal without checking to see if someone next to me was okay with what I was saying. And it was such a small thing, a table for one, but I hadn't been alone with myself in so long. I'd forgotten that I was someone worth eating with, that my own company could be right where I belong. I'm starting from myself this time, building from the inside, not the outside in. I'm starting from myself this time, learning what it feels like to be my own beginning, not waiting for someone else to tell me who I am, not building myself around another person's plan. I'm starting from myself this time, and it's the most terrifying, freeing thing. I've been asking myself the questions I forgot to ask, like what do I believe and what do I want from this? Not from a relationship, not from someone else, but from the days ahead and from the life I live. Small things first, I wrote a list of things I like, 5 songs, 3 places, what I want for my mornings, and reading my own handwriting on that paper felt like a reintroduction without warning. I'm starting from myself this time, building from the inside, not the outside in. This isn't lonely, I wanna be clear. This is the first time in years I feel spacious. There's room for me in my own life right now, and I'm choosing to live in it, choosing to face it. I'll love someone again, I know that I will, but next time I'll come in whole and not as a fragment. Next time I'll know what I'm bringing to the table, because I sat there with myself and had the practice, knew myself, started from myself. I used to write in the mornings before anyone was up, fill pages with the things I couldn't say out loud. I stopped somewhere around the 3rd month with you. It felt indulgent, a little too loud. I used to run on Sundays, used to call my friends more, used to read the books that nobody else had heard of. I had a whole interior world running parallel, and I let it quietly go without a word of. I don't know if it was you or just the gravity of us, the way a relationship can swallow a whole life. I only know I looked up after all that time together, and my hands had nothing in them anymore to write. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you, I didn't notice losing them until they were gone. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you are the first things I'm trying to find my way back to now. The writing, the running, the reading, the calls, the small rituals I built before you had them all. All the things I stopped doing, I'm starting again. I opened the notebook this morning. It smelled like before you, like who I was when all I had was time and no one waiting. I wrote 3 sentences, and then I sat there crying, crying for the version of me I've been vacating. It wasn't your fault, it was nobody's really. We just took up all the space and left no room for the people that we were before we found each other. Now I'm trying to remember who that person was by noon. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you, I didn't notice losing them until they were gone. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you, all the first things I'm trying to find my way back to now. This is what healing looks like for me. Not grand gestures or dramatic declarations, just getting back to basics. Sitting with myself and letting it be quiet. Just picking up the pen again, just lacing up the shoes and going. Just a Sunday morning with no obligations, just slowly, slowly, slowly.